Hello! It's a blessed and wonderful morning to everyone. This is Maylene Carbonell from the Tarlac City Parole and Probation Office. And before we start this webinar, in behalf of the TCPPO family, under the leadership of CPO Euripedes S. Katakutan, would like to extend our gratitude to all those who supported and appreciated our series of activities for the Nakoko and National Mental Health Awareness Month. RD Marisol Ketra, ARD Jude Asuncion, and to all our fellows from Region 3. We also have here all the participating parole and probation offices nationwide. BJMP Tarlac City, we both have the male and female dormitories. Kaway-kaway sa mga jail officers dyan. The Tarlac Provincial Jail. And of course, to our special thanks to our impressive resource speakers. Pastors Lemton Agricola and Art Cadiogan, Sir Brandy Celino, Sir Andy Rafael Kibalio, who at this time is presently rendering his webinar to our probationers and parolees via our exclusive Facebook group for clients. And it is entitled Webinar on Psychological Self-Care for Probationers, Parolees, and PDLs. And, of course, to Dr. Rosana Isguera Publico, who will grace our activity for today. Please be informed that later after the discussion, though it is a pre-recorded discussion, there will be a real-time virtual open forum via Zoom, and the meeting link will be posted in the comment section of this live stream. And this will be the venue for the participants who want to raise queries and clarifications regarding the subject matter. And shortly after, the link for the post-test will be posted on our Facebook page. And only those who accomplished the post-test will be the ones to be given the certificates of participation. Okay? Once again, good morning. This office conceptualized this activity in recognition that the celebration of Nakoko is also for us, the hardworking men and women in any institution within the field of correction and rehabilitation. And as workers dealing with our brothers and sisters who had been astray, we can only efficiently and effectively extend help through also addressing the concerns in our personal lives. And of course, at the end of the day, we are also human beings, and we deserve to enjoy a happier and productive life. Okay? So much for that. I am now going to introduce to you our guest for this morning. She is a woman of both passion and compassion, a staunch advocate of mental health of individuals from all walks of life. I am referring to Dr. Rosana Isguera Publico. And let me just share to you a short narrative about her qualifications and credentials. Okay. Dr. Publico is presently the chapter president of the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association of the Tarlac City, Tarlac chapter, I should say. And she is a licensed guidance counselor who acquired her degrees from the following schools. The BA Psychology from St. Louis University in Baguio, Master of Education in Guidance and Counseling from Tarlac State University, and her Doctor of Philosophy in Guidance and Counseling also from St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. She has an extensive range of work background, having served as a counselor, HR officer, head of student affairs, recruitment and training supervisor, and psychologist in various organizations. And as for her trainings, she attended an intensive training in cognitive behavior therapy for depression and suicide under a scholarship from Dr. Rosenfield of the Beck's Institute, a training or a trainer's training on child protection rather, neuro-linguistic programming, and competency trainings in research and statistics. Dr. Pablico attended seminars on counseling, cognitive behavioral therapy, mental health, PFA, critical incidents, stress debriefing, supervision and leadership, positive psychology, among others. And she is an advocate of child protection and mental health, and the author of the psychological tool, employability, self-efficacy scale. She has also been a seasoned resource speaker, having covered subject matters on mental health, positive psychology, stress and anger management, suicide prevention, psychological first aid, cognitive behavioral therapy for suicide and depression, and child protection. But apart from these impressive credentials, she is happily married with one adorable daughter. Without much further ado, I am now giving you Dr. Rosana Isguera Pablico.
Good morning, everyone. First, before I start my presentation this morning, I would like to thank Ma'am Katakutan and Ma'am Carbonell for inviting me. It is my pleasure to serve everyone. I wish that I could be with you live, but it was requested that this would be recorded because of possible internet connection problems. Before I start with my presentation, I would like to show you first the results of the assessment I gave you. Okay? There were 53 who have taken the assessment. The assessment that you have taken is a tool to measure your present level of depression, anxiety, and stress. So if you can see here, under the stress, okay, 44 were normal, okay, and mild 7 and moderate 2. Under the anxiety, 46 were within the normal range, 5 had mild anxiety, and 2 moderate. And under the depression, 52 were within the normal range and 1 moderate. So congratulations, because you were able to maintain, or you are able to maintain your mental health within the normal level despite the challenges that you experience due to the nature of your job plus the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, let me start my presentation on maintaining life balance among correction and rehabilitation professionals. But let me first ask you, how do you feel today? How do you feel today? In a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your emotions today? 1 is the most pleasant emotion and 10 as the most negative emotion. Okay. I wish I could see your answers, guys. I wish sana lahat kayo ay nandun sa 1, 2, 3 na scale. No? And everyone is happy today. So, how would you rate yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. I hope wala dun sa 9 and 10. Okay. My task is to talk about work-life balance. What is work-life balance? Work-life balance describes the relationship between work and the commitments in the rest of your life and how they impact on one another. Put simply, it's about finding peace and balance between the demands of work and those of personal fulfillment and a happier life. Work life balance simply means that we have to balance our life and work in order to have a happier and a more fulfilling personal life. Work life balance is a term used for the idea that you need time, okay, for both and other aspects of life, whether those are family related or personal interests. Work life balance is an important aspect of a healthy work environment. Maintaining work life balance helps reduce stress and helps prevent burnout in the workplace. Chronic stress is one of the most common health issues in the workplace. It can lead to physical consequences such as hypertension, digestive troubles, chronic aches and pains, and heart problems. Chronic stress can also negatively impact mental health because it's linked to a higher risk of depression, anxiety, and insomnia. So, if there is a disparity between our work and other aspects of our lives, we tend to experience burnout eventually. Too much stress over a long period of time leads to workplace burnout. Employees who work tons of overtime hours are at a high risk of burnout. Burnout can cause fatigue, mood swings, irritability, and decrease in work performance. So, we have to have a work and life balance. So, you can see here different life categories. Okay, we have different life categories, but these are the usual ones. No? Pwede kayong magdagdag ng iba pang categories in your life. For example, you have career, financial, no? Education, okay, family, artistic, attitude, physical, physical activities, pleasure, public service, health, and well-being. And also, of course, spiritual. I'm going to show you the work-life wheel. Okay, this is the work-life wheel. As you can see here, the wheel of life is divided into different areas that are important to you. So, for example, your life should have um, spiritual, no, self-image, business, career, or studies, okay, um, finance, health, social or friends, family, romance. Do you also have time for recreation and contribution to your community? Or do you have time for personal growth also? The concept was originally created by Paul J. Mayer, founder of Success Motivation Institute, Incorporated. So, what you have seen is an example of a work life balance. I have sent a copy of the work life wheel and requested Ma'am Mylene to distribute it to you ahead of time so that you could do it later. Kung live po tayo ngayon, we can do it together. But since this is a recorded webinar, so I cannot do it with you. So this is an example of a wheel of life. As you can see, these are different. There are different life categories. Your task is to reflect on your ideal work-life balance. Okay, I'm going to return here. So how will you assess your work-life balance? How will you score each category in terms of the ideal? Okay. And next, how will you score each category in terms of the reality? Example, I will score my spiritual life, okay, this one, in terms of ideal, 8, but in reality, I can give it a 5 because I do not have time for my God. Okay, the same thing with personal growth. Okay, what is my ideal for my personal growth and what is reality? So, ang task nyo is reflect on your ideal work-life balance, put a dot as your answer, and join up the marks. Reflect on your current work-life situation, and now join up the marks around the circle and ask mo yung sarili mo, or does your life will look and feel balanced? Okay? So dito, makikita mo, is there a disparity or is there a gap between the reality and the ideal? No? So tingnan mo diyan. And then makikita mo rin dito kung alin yung mababa. So kung alin yung mababa, you have to work on them. And then after plotting, take action. No? Where are the gaps? These are the areas of your life that need attention. There are almost certainly areas that are not getting as much attention as you'd like. However, there may also be where you're putting in more effort that should really or that should ideally like. These areas are sapping energy and enthusiasm that may better be directed elsewhere. Once you have identified the areas that need attention, it's time to plan the actions needed to work on regaining balance, starting with the neglected areas. One, what things you need to start doing to regain balance in the area that currently sap your energy and take time. What can you stop doing or reprioritize or delegate to someone else? Make a commitment to this action by writing it. Okay, so after you plot, you make now you assess yourself, alin yung naliligyak mo, alin yung nagkukulangan ng oras mo tsaka ng energy mo. And it's time for you to reprioritize or delegate to someone else. Remember, importante ang work-life balance for you to become happy and have a fulfilling life. And then after that, you answer these questions. Okay? Things or you answer this or you try to plan. Okay? Things I will start doing to regain balance in my life. Ano yung mga gagawin mo to regain balance in your life based on the result of your will life or work life balance will. Things I will stop doing or reprioritize or delegate. As you do this, make sure that the goals that you have set are ones that you genuinely want to achieve, not ones that your parents, family, or employers might want. If you have a partner, you probably want to consider what he or she wants. However, make sure that you also remain true to yourself. Okay? You have also to consult also your partner kasi sila yung or siya yung tao magsusuporta sa iyo in making your work and life balance. Okay, the lesson here in short is you will be happy if you have a balanced life. Um, you will have a healthy well-being if you don't neglect other aspects of your life. Okay, now that you have answered, now that you know the gap between the reality and um, the ideal, and now that you know the weaknesses, okay, the weaknesses of your will, it's time for me to give you tips for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Ano ba yung mga dapat natin gawin, no, para mabalanse ang ating work at saka life? First is prioritize your time. Prioritize tasks into 4 categories. 1 is urgent and important. Number 2, important but not urgent. 3, urgent but not important. And 4, neither urgent nor important. And make a to-do list for the day or week. Ako lagi kong ginagawa yan. Before I start my work in the morning, I do or I make a list of what to do for the day. No? Maganda ka din kasi nakasulat na to sa isang papel para hindi mo na siya iniisip. All you have to do is look at the paper at tingnan mo kung natapos mo na yung task na yon or hindi. And this will also give you a feeling of accomplishment. No? For every task that you finish, it will give you a feeling that you are accomplishing something. Another tip is plot some personal time. Have a me time. So, kailan ka ba pwede magkaroon ng me time? sa isang araw? Is it the lunchtime or 6 in the afternoon or every Sunday afternoon? Okay. Another one is have set work hours and stick to them. Set work hours for yourself and do everything in your power to stick to them. Otherwise, before you know it, you'll be working until midnight every night. Okay? Yung work, hindi naman po nauubos ang trabaho. Okay? Just see to it that lahat ng oras mo ay ginagawa mo sa inyong trabaho except for your stretching and your me time. And para wala naman masabi si boss na kulang pa yung oras mo sa pagtatrabaho mo. Okay, I'm sure within 8 hours, we will be able to finish your task for the day. And yung hindi matatapos, edi bukas naman. Ang importante ay meron kang accomplishment for the day. If possible, do not bring home your work. Manage your time long term. Create a timeline of your activities. Include family commitments such as holidays, birthdays, parties, etc. So you don't forget that you are unavailable for work on those days. Okay? Inform your boss ahead of time or months before na magbabakasyon ka, that you're going to have a vacation somewhere, so that the boss will be able to schedule the task among other employees. Make your workplace work for you. Napaka-importante nito. No? We are spending half of our life in the workplace. So make our workplace comfortable. Okay? Kung may pera ka, you can invest in equipments that will support you. Like for example, having a comfortable chair or ergonomic keyboard or a support stand for your laptop. Make exercise a must do, not should do. Yung exercises, yung physical exercise, is part of your work-life will. Na importante na malusog tayo because a healthy body means a fresh mind, which means you will function better and complete tasks in less time. Do what you love. Make time for something you love doing other than work and give it the time it deserves. It will energize and refresh you and enable you to nurture and create nurture the creative thought that is essential to every employee. You can do this 30 minutes a day or during weekend. Ano ba yung gustong-gusto mong ginagawa? You have to do it every day, kahit konting oras lang. Next is be realistic. Be realistic. At the end of each working day, perform a little self-analysis. Ask yourself what worked today, what didn't, what went wrong, and how the issue can be fixed. At the end of the day, reflect anong mga nangyari sa araw na to, ano yung mga hindi mo nagawa, ano yung mga kailangan mong gawin bukas, what went wrong, ano yung mga issues na hindi mo na-fix. Write them down sa journal mo, sa isang notebook, no? And before you sleep, isulat mo sila and take care of them tomorrow. Manage your mind. When fear or self-doubt or anxiety creeps in, do some work on your mental health also, such as meditation, breathing exercise, reading a book, listen to the music. Alternatively, spend time with someone who will lift you up and support you. Iwasan natin yung mga toxic na mga tao that will put you down. Okay? May mga tao kasi sa ating work, no, walang ginawa kundi mag-rant. No, mag-rant, magreklamo, at they will put you down. Okay? So, iwas-iwas na lang tayo sa kanila. Iwasan din natin yung mga fake news. Ha? Iwasan din natin makinig ng mga nakaka-trouble na mga videos. No? Lalo na ngayon, no, we are bombarded with troubling videos. So, piliin natin kung ano yung mga nakakasaya sa atin. Ay yung mga taong makakatulong sa atin para mag-uplift yung ating spirit and emotions. Take a break. Remember to take time out throughout your day. You might not have time every day to simply sit and be, but do your best to give yourself a lunch break. No? Yung lunch break natin is an opportunity, no, to take a break. So gamitin natin yon. And you can also take a point of getting up and stretching every 15 minutes. It will help you become clearer, more focused, and more productive. Kapag lunch break, iwasan natin na nakikipagchismisan or makikipagkwentuhan or iwasan natin pag-usapan ang trabaho if possible. No? Pumunta ka sa isang sulok, manahimik ka doon, take a nap. Have that holiday. Make time for a holiday and book in breaks at least quarterly. Even a long weekend every quarter is better than nothing. Pero ang nasabi ko kanina, sabihin nyo na sa boss niyo ahead of time na sa ganitong month, kayo ay pupunta somewhere for a holiday. And of course, very important is to take care of your mental health. How can you have a work-life balance if you don't take care of mental health? So I'm going to give you different tips on how to take care of mental health. So what is mental health? Mental health is a state of well-being where individuals can cope with the normal stresses of life and contribute to her or his community. There are evidences, okay, na tumaas daw yung problema on mental health after pandemic. Okay. In order to have a work-life balance, it is imperative that you take care of your mental health. Okay? Just like physical health, we also have mental health. Physical health, kapag tayo may problema in terms of our physical health, we usually see a doctor. Na kapag may lagnat ka, mataas ang BP mo, you see a medical doctor. The same thing, wag tayong matakot. No? When we are feeling that there's something wrong with our mental health, we have to see a mental health professional also. There are evidences that the COVID-19 has lowered emotional well-being by 74%, and that this pandemic causes anxiety responses. So what is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension about what's to come. We are anxious of something that is uncertain. Okay, for example, bakit daw nagkakaroon ng anxiety? Because there's something that is uncertain and you are afraid of that uncertainty. For example, ngayong COVID-19 pandemic, no, ang daming mga uncertainties na dumarating sa buhay natin. Like for example, baka mawalan ako ng trabaho o yung parents ko. Or baka magka-COVID-19 din ako. Paano na kami ng boyfriend ko? Hindi kami nagkikita. Walang COVID or walang gamot sa COVID-19. What will happen? COVID-19 is an invisible enemy. The fact that the COVID-19 is an invisible enemy gives us anxiety. Okay? Isa pa, baka wala akong internet bukas. Paano ba ang new normal ngayon? So anxiety is different from fear. When we are afraid, we know the reasons why we are afraid. But in anxiety, we don't know the reasons for our anxiety. The worst is we are anxious to be anxious. Yung anxious ka na baka magkaroon ka ng anxiety. No? Yung wala pa man takot ka na of something. No? Wala pa man takot ka na naku, baka tumaas ang blood pressure ko, or naku, baka magkaroon ako ng hyperventilation, or naku, baka magpalpitate ako. Okay? You are having anxiety over anxiety. And we have to understand anxiety. Ito yung kalaban natin. So, kailangan natin kilalanin daw yung ating enemy. When we say that what we feel is already anxiety, no? When do we say na anxiety na pala yung ating nararanasan? Remember, these are normal symptoms, okay? These are normal symptoms. These don't mean that you already have an anxiety disorder. Okay? So normal itong mga reactions na to. Na pagkaroon ng crisis, you will feel it. We will feel them. No? Like feeling nervous, restless, or tense, having a sense of impending danger, panic, or doom, having an increased heart rate, breathing rapidly or hyperventilation, sweating, trembling, feeling weak or tired, trouble concentrating or thinking about anything other than the present worry, having having trouble sleeping, experiencing gastrointestinal problems, like for example, yung indigestion, no? Having difficulty controlling worry, hindi ka makatulog sa gabi, nag-overthink ka, and having the urge to avoid things that trigger anxiety. Ang anxiety daw is like the more na pinupush mo siya, lalo siyang ah, pumupunta sa'yo. No? The more you push it, lalo siyang pumapasok sa isip mo. So whenever we have anxiety, just accept it. No? Ah, turuan ko kayo kung anong gagawin niyo. May breathing exercises, no? May meditation, okay? At meron ding mga muscle relaxation. I'm going to teach them to you later. It is okay not to be okay, guys. It's normal not to feel okay during a crisis. Na? Alangan namang namatayan ka na, tumatawa ka pa. Of course, it's normal not to be okay kapag may crisis. Kaya lang, a prolonged anxiety and stress may lead to physical and mental illnesses. So we have to turn off our anxiety responses. Okay, we can turn off anxiety responses. And that is the good news. Paano? Okay, I made a model or anxiety buster model. This is my strength and I'm going to share it with you. Okay, guys, don't forget me and don't forget that this strength, I will share it or I will share it with you, my strength. S is for social relations, T for thoughts, R for routine, E exercise, and new normal and neutralize your emotions, G gratitude, H hope, T trust God, and S smile. What is S? S is for social relations. Being connected with others is a basic need. Napaka-importante. No man is an island. We have to be with other people. Napakaswerte natin kasi merong technology, no, nung nangyari yung pandemic. Merong internet, no, may wifi, may technology, may cellphone. Or else, paano kaya tayo noon, no, nung hindi tayo pwedeng lumabas ng ating bahay? We were quarantined for almost 2 months, right? 2 months tayong hindi makalabas ng bahay. And kahit ako guys, no, kahit ako, apektuhan ako noon. For the first month, I was really, really anxious because I was disoriented already of what's happening around us. Na hindi natin alam na takot tayo na baka bigla tayong magkaroon ng sakit or disease na COVID-19. So, the right term is be physically distant but socially connected. We have to connect with our family members and learn different ways of connecting. Alam natin yan, maraming different ways ngayon of connecting through social media. Mind the connection, get to the emotional level of interaction. Don't just talk to them. No? We have to reach out to them. We have to connect to them. Connect. No? Ask how are you feeling? What are the challenges you are facing? Okay? Kumustahan naman natin yung mga kamag-anak natin. Kumusta na kaya sila? Okay? Ano yung mga challenges nila ngayong pandemic? Okay, let's go now to T. T for thoughts or TFAR, TFAR. It is a chain reaction called TFAR. Your thoughts lead to your feelings, which lead to your actions, which lead to your thought or to your results. Okay? After doing this for a period of time, your thoughts become belief, and belief then become automatic thoughts that drive your behavior. In other words, habits. Okay? Kung ano iniisip mo, yun ang magiging feeling mo, yun ang magiging action mo, at yun ang magiging results mo. Paulit-ulit mong inuulit-ulit mo yung thoughts na yan, so magiging belief na siya. And yung belief na yan, magiging automatic thoughts siya. So every time na ma-encounter mo yung same event na yan, yung automatic thoughts mo, yun lagi ang pumapasok sa isip mo. Okay? And that will define your behavior. And it will become your habits. Example, I'm going to give you an example. May isang event. There are two ways, no? There are two ways to react or respond to the same event. It can be negative thoughts, positive thoughts. Okay? Negative feelings, negative thoughts will lead to negative feelings. Negative feelings will lead to negative behavior, and negative behavior will lead to negative consequences. Okay, same event, and you have a positive thought. This positive thought will lead to positive feelings, and the positive feelings will lead to positive behavior, and positive behavior will lead to positive consequences. I'm going to give you an example. A boss that gives you so many tasks. Okay, what is your negative thoughts? You can choose negative thoughts or positive thoughts. Kung gusto mong magkaroon ng negative consequences, then choose negative thoughts. No? If you want to have a positive consequence, choose positive thoughts. Example, negative thoughts, for example, napili mo. Ang event is a boss gives you so many tasks. Anong negative thoughts mo? Pwede mong isipin, palagi na lang ako. Ako na lang palagi ang nakikita niya. Yung iba, hindi naman niya inutusan. Lahat ng trabaho dito sa office ako. Okay? So, anong negative feelings po dyan? Ano? Anger. Pwede. No? Itong boss na to talaga. No? Nakakainis talaga sa office na to. Ako na lang ng ako. Okay? Ano yung negative behavior mo? Fight or flight? Either awayan mo sila, awayan mo boss mo, or iiwasan mo siya. And of course, negative consequences nito, hindi kayo magkakasundo ng boss mo. Or it would even lead to a bad performance appraisal. Okay? Okay, same event. A boss that gives you so many tasks. Positive thoughts. Ano positive thoughts mo? Wow, paborito talaga ako ni boss. Okay? May trust siya sa akin. Gusto niya akong gumagawa sa trabaho kasi may trust siya sa akin. Okay? Isipin mo, I will learn a lot from this. When I was younger, no? When I was younger, pag maraming pinapagawa sa akin yung boss, no? Iniisip ko lagi na, wow, I will be learning a lot from this. Wow, thank you for the trust. At night, okay? At insulto ako pag hindi niya ako binibigyan ng trabaho. Okay? And then, of course, that will lead to positive feelings. Wow, no, I'm proud. No, I'm proud of myself. Okay, my boss likes me, and I like him too, or I like her too. I'm very thankful. No, and then this will lead to positive behavior. You work very hard. No, you want to prove that you can be trusted, that you can be really trusted, and then positive consequences. Ano? Maybe a promotion, a happy life. Okay, you respect yourself. Okay, raise, salary raise, or even a very good performance appraisal or evaluation. Okay, so if you think you're a failure, you'll feel like a failure. Then you'll act like a failure, which reinforces your belief that you must be a failure. So if you want to change your results or consequences, change your thoughts. So nagtataka tayo, bakit we are getting the same result? Ha? Kasi yung thoughts natin, naging belief na siya. At ito ay naging automatic thoughts already. At naging habit na siya. Okay? Because we keep on doing the same thing. Because we keep on thinking the same thoughts. So if you want to change your results or consequences, change your thoughts. Next is R. Have a routine. Okay. Why is it routine important? Okay. So routine impose how are we going to do it? No, impose a new structure. Do not allow yourself to just drift. Lalo na kapag new normal. No? New normal nga ngayon. So baka new normal or baka kailangan ng new routine. Okay? Have a daily routine designed for the new normal. Routine will give you a feeling of being in control. Have a regular time for your daily tasks. Try to control your day. Okay, di ba sabi natin, anxiety is caused by something that is uncertain. We don't know what will happen to us. Okay? So you can control it. You can control your day by having your own routine. So having a routine will give you a feeling that you are in control. Okay? Anong gagawin mo? Okay? Kung sinabi natin routine, gagawin natin siya daily. Anong oras ka gigising? Araw-araw. Okay? Anong oras ka matutulog? Araw-araw. Okay? Next, E for exercise. This means physical exercises like dancing, jogging, walking, meditating, deep breathing, and muscle relaxation. It also means eating proper food or food to boost your immune system and avoiding junk food, alcohol, caffeine, and drugs. Now, exercise breathing. Let us check. Are you breathing properly? Okay, i-check natin ngayon kung na humingi ang tama ba ang iyong paghinga. Okay? Put your one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. And inhale deeply. Let's do it. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay guys, alin ang umaangat? Ang chest or yung stomach? Alin ba? Ang chest o ang stomach umaangat sa inyo? Alin bang tamang paghinga dyan? Palagay ninyo. Ang tamang paghinga ay pag-angat ng stomach natin. This one. No? Pag chest ang umaangat sa'yo, you are not breathing correctly. Okay? So sabi niya, paano huminga ng tama? Gently and slowly. Inhale a normal amount of air through your nose, feeling only your lower lungs. Your stomach will expand while your upper chest remains still. Okay, I repeat. Gently and slowly inhale a normal amount of air through your nose, feeling only your lower lungs. Your stomach will expand while your upper chest remains still. So, ang stomach natin ang dapat nag-expand. Okay? At yung chest natin ay hindi gumagalaw. And then, exhale easily. Can you do that? Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. So how do you feel? No? Yung stomach ang umaangat and not the chest. Okay. And then let's go now to the breathing exercise. Okay. So ano to? Let's do this. Okay. You can do this every time you feel anxious. Okay. This arrow going up is you inhale and count 1 to 4, and then this horizontal line is stop 1 to 4, and this line going down is you have to exhale, and this one here is you stop. Remember, when you exhale, you have to do it through your mouth like this. Slowly hanggat lalabas lahat yung air sa lungs mo. You breathe in through your nose and exhale. Breathe out through your mouth. Can we do it? Okay. Let's put your flatten your feet on the floor and put your hands on your lap. Okay. Let's do it. Ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Stop. 2, 3, 4. One more time. In, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Stop. 2, 3, 4. And you can do it 3 times. Wag lang masyadong marami. Baka mag-hyperventilate po tayo. Okay? So next step, next exercise that we're going to do is guided meditation video. Okay. This is a 1-minute meditation. Watch it first and follow the instructions. Later, I will stop the video and we will do the exercise.
Since you're watching this video, I'll bet you want to meditate but don't have time. Maybe you've tried to meditate but had some trouble. Maybe you had a wonderful experience meditating over there, but just can't find that same feeling over here. Well, my name is Marty Borison, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you to the technique of 1-moment meditation. Then you can meditate whenever you need to. Like when you're feeling stressed, or feeling angry. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, or you're feeling anxious. Or you just need a new idea. Although 1-moment meditation is ultimately about meditating in a moment, we're going to start with a minute. We start with a minute because a moment goes by so quickly that it's very hard to notice. But a minute is like a moment with handles on it. You know where it begins and where it ends, so it's easier to grasp. If you're ready, we'll do the basic minute now. You might want to shut the door.
Okay, sabi niya, you might want to shut the door. No? Punta tayo sa tahimik na lugar. Okay? You sit properly. No? Put our hands on our lap. Flatten our feet on the floor. We may close our eyes and smile. And then mamaya, pag sinabi niyang 1 minute, we will close our eyes. When you close your eyes, think of something that is happy. Think that you are in a happy place. Okay? Let's continue our video.
Or at least tell people you're not available for the next minute. You don't have to tie yourself in knots for this. Just sit with your legs planted firmly on the floor. Try to sit up straight, but don't be rigid. It's as if your head were being lifted up away from the weight of the world. Think of it as cosmic traction. Now put your hands in any position that's balanced, symmetrical, and still. Like this, or like this. During the minute, simply focus on your breathing, moment by moment. Of course, even in the space of a minute, you will get distracted. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. But as soon as you notice that you're distracted, just think, and bring your mind back to your breathing. I'll ring a bell so you know when to start and when to finish. Ready?
Okay, ready now? Are you in the right posture? Okay. Ready? I'm sorry I have to return to the previous video. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready now? Start.
It's okay to smile. And go.
Okay.
As you open your eyes, notice how you feel right now. Maybe a little bit refreshed, a little bit more awake, a little bit more open-minded. Not bad for a minute. And the more you do it, the better it gets. But please don't ever do the basic minute for longer than a minute. Don't be macho about it. Because the point of the basic minute is to show you that you can make a meaningful change in your state of mind quickly. So if you do it for longer, you're cheating. With one moment meditation, you can also learn how to do the portable minute, which is very useful when you're standing in line, on a train, or stuck in a boring meeting. You can also learn the bonus minute, the surprise minute, and the emergency minute. With one moment meditation, you can also learn how to reduce the length of the basic minute step by step until it only takes a moment. And when you can meditate in a moment, your whole day can be filled with meditation because it takes no time at all.
Okay, so you can do that anytime na you feel anxious or stressed. Okay, the next video is about muscle relaxation. Let's watch this and follow it.
Progressive muscle relaxation. Stress, whether you realize it or not, creates tension in the body. Patients with rheumatic diseases tend to have a lot of muscle tension, especially when trying to cope with the daily joint stiffness and pain. This next exercise, known as progressive muscle relaxation, involves purposely tensing and relaxing different muscles so you can more easily identify the difference between feeling tense and feeling relaxed. Just like the first exercise, the end goal here is to feel less stressed. Also, it's important to note that you should not engage in any of these exercises if you have pain in different parts of the body or distress or limitations. You should not be in any discomfort while doing these exercises, so please feel free to modify or eliminate any of the strategies as you see fit. Let's practice. Again, find a comfortable place to either sit or lie down. You can begin by taking a few deep, relaxing breaths. Let's begin by bringing attention to your feet. Curl your toes in tightly to feel the tensing muscles of the foot, of both feet. Hold this for a few moments before releasing the tension and relaxing the feet. Do you notice the difference? Noticing the difference between a tense and relaxed muscle is the purpose of this exercise. Now we're going to repeat this relaxation exercise with different parts of the body. Now, point your feet down, pointing the toes down toward the floor, feeling the tension in your calf muscles. Hold that for a few moments and release. Once again, noticing that change from moments of tension and moments of relaxation. Now, bringing attention to the thigh muscles, point the toes upward toward the ceiling, feeling the tension in the large muscles of the thighs. Hold that for a few moments, and when you're ready, begin to release. Now bring attention to the buttocks, tightening the muscles of the buttocks as you sit or lie on the floor. Once again, holding this for a few moments and gently relaxing. Bringing attention to the belly, to the muscles of the abdomen, and tensing these muscles as if you're bringing your belly button in, pushing your belly button in toward the spine, and holding here for a moment and gently relaxing. Noticing the back, and here just gently arching the lower back and seeing if you can feel the tension along the muscles in the back as you arch the back. Hold for a moment or two, and then slowly release. Working our way up to the shoulders, a place where we tend to hold a lot of tension. Bringing your shoulders up towards your ears, squeezing them up, holding them for a moment, and slowly and gently releasing the shoulders. Now focusing on the hands, making the hands into a fist and squeezing tightly. Hold it another moment and slowly release. Now working up to the arms. You can just gently keep the fists if you like and bring the lower arms toward the upper arms. Pulling the forearms up towards the upper arms, tightening the biceps, and slowly releasing. And finally, bringing attention to the face and the mouth. Here, we're going to squeeze our eyes tight, holding them shut tight, pursing the lips, holding for a moment, and slowly relaxing. Once you've tense and relaxed all of these muscles, notice how your body feels. Allow yourself to feel totally relaxed as you sit or lie here. You can do this exercise daily. If you have time, you can tense and relax each series of muscles twice for a more extensive relaxation exercise.
Okay, so how do you feel now? Parang inaantok na ako. Okay. So, let's move to the next slide. Okay. Another way of turning off the anxiety response is by embracing the new normal. Okay, so new normal na yan. So we have to embrace them. We have to accept them. Huwag natin kontrahin. Now, don't use our energy. Okay? Trying to push away the new normal. Okay, so frequent washing of hands, online learning, no? Asynchronous tasks, face shield and face mask, no touch, don't touch your face, physical distancing, taking a bath after going out, accepting online messages, okay, as means of formal communications, quarantine, no more partying, take away foods, food delivery, online shopping. Before, nung wala pa pong pandemic, parang na-off ako sa mga estudyante na hindi ko sinasagot, no, kapag message lang or text message lang sila nakikipag-usap. Kasi pwede naman silang pumunta sa office. Pero ngayon, we are very, very accommodating. No? Kahit na text lang, ma'am ganito, or PM, no, if they have problems, no, we accommodate our students anytime. Okay? And next is neutralize your emotions. Okay, sa positive psychology, sabi niya, for every 3 negative emotions, do one that is positive. For example, nasa office ka, nagalit ka, no, na-anxious ka, disappointed ka, tatlo, i-break mo ka agad dyan, i-neutralize mo yan, gumawa ka ng do something, one that is positive. Either deep breathing, your relaxation, you meditate, feed your dog, exercise, watch a happy movie, help an elderly, you smile, you laugh, or you play. Okay? Iwasan natin yung mga toxic na lumalabas sa ating katawan kasi kapag when we are anxious, no, when we are not happy, no, bad neurotransmitters are being emitted by the brain, okay, instead of happy hormones or and neurotransmitters. Okay. Next is G, gratitude. If you want to be happy, be grateful. If you are feeling down, think of at least 10 things, people, events that you are grateful for. Actually, naranasan ko noon pa when I were younger, no? A little of depression, no? Naranasan ko yan. So, meron akong binabasang book, sabi niya, para daw maalis yung depression, you have to be grateful. Think of 100, no? Things that I am grateful for. Sabi ko, saan ako kukuha ng 100? No? Ilan lang ba yung pwede kong na thankful ako? Ano bang meron? So, nag-isip-isip ako. And I realized there are so many things that I can be grateful for. Like, for example, the air that I can breathe in. No? Remember, yung mga patients ng COVID, they could not even breathe in. A simple task like breathing in is very difficult for them. Okay? The sunlight, the sunlight that we feel or see, no? The scent that we smell, the taste, no? That we the food that we taste, no, the aroma um, that we smell, no, the ears, the hair that we have, kahit kulot siya, ano, the feet, no, everything, the grass, the trees, no, ang bahay natin kahit butas-butas lang, no, yung kama natin, no. I remember a professor telling us, no, nung nag-aaral pa ako sa SLU, sabi niya, it's better to have bad breath than no breath at all. Of course, that was a joke, but totoo yun, no? Kesa sa wala ka ng hininga, right? So, marami tayong pwedeng pasalamatan sa buhay. At kapag sabi nila sa pag-aaral, no, if we are grateful, if we have the sense of gratitude, sabi nila, ang tawag dyan is gratitude meditation. Now, if we have sense of gratitude, then we will be happy. No? You can do that bago ka matulog, before we sleep at night, and once we are, when we are awake. No? And thank God for the blessings that He gives us every day. Next is hope. Hope is always present. It is within everyone. It is a thing that happens. We have the capacity to move forward. Isipin po natin yan. No? Hope sparks the purpose of our lives. The reason why others commit suicide is because they lost hope. Instill hope also to your clients. No? Sabihin natin sa kanila na may pag-asa pa. No? Sabi ko kanina, reason nagko-commit ng suicide ang tao kasi akala niya wala nang kinabukasan, wala nang pag-asa. So, always instill hope to other people. Habang buhay may pag-asa, and habang may pag-asa, may buhay. Okay. Next is, of course, trust God. Okay? Napaka-importante niyan, no? Lalo na kapag anxiety. Okay? Sabi nila, anxiety daw, nabasa ko lang to ha, anxiety is an insult to God. No? We pray and pray and pray, and then hindi ka naman naniniwala. No? So magkakaroon ka ng anxiety. Okay? So this is my favorite prayer, guys. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Okay. Lagi ko sinasabi sa mga counselees ko, sa mga clients ko, what's the difference between a problem and not a problem? Okay? Ang problem may solusyon. Okay? Kapag wala ng solusyon ng isang bagay, hindi na siya problema. So we have to accept it. And just ask God to give us the serenity to accept it. Okay? And yan, ganda yan. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Okay? Kapag you are worried or anxious, bago ka matulog, lagi ko lang sinasabi, Lord, bahala na po kayo. And things will be okay. Mararamdaman ko yun. Okay? And next, of course, is smile. Smile. Now, according to a recent study published in the journal Experimental Psychology, researchers found smiling, even a fake smile, can have positive impact on mood. Essentially, triggering certain facial muscles by smiling can trick our brain into thinking that we are happy. When we smile, the brain sees the muscle activity and assumes that humor is happening. The brain doesn't bother to sort out whether you're smiling because you're genuinely joyous or because you're just pretending. Smiling helps reduce the body's response to stress and lower heart rate in tense situation. Smiling lowers blood pressure, and smiling leads to longevity. Okay, actually meron pa ngang laughter therapy. No? Merong laughter therapy. Pero maganda rin gawin yon. Pero kapag ano lang, siyempre sa office, no? Smile, nakatago ka na. So ngayon po mga sir and ma'am, no, kapag may naka-smile po sa atin, mga ating kasamahan, wag natin po sabihin na parang nababaliw na yata siya. So siguro nag-i-smile therapy siya. Okay? Sabi niya diyan, we can actually trick our brain. No? When we smile, the brain will emit happy neurotransmitters like dopamine and endorphins. Okay? So, smile, sabi ng nanay ko. Actually, itong kinakanta ng nanay ko nung kamamatay lang ng aking daddy. Sabi niya, kumakanta siya, smile though your heart is aching. No? Yung mga matatanda, no? May mga wisdom sila na ngayon positive psychology pala yung sinasabi ng nanay ko. Okay? When all else fails, ginawa mo ng lahat, just smile. No? Ginawa mo na lahat and hindi umubur yung ginawa mo, just smile. Okay? And that's it. Before I end, no, I would like again to share to you my strength anxiety buster model. S for social relations, T thoughts, R routine, E exercise, N new normal and neutralize your emotions, G gratitude, H hope, T trust God, and S smile. So smile naman po tayong lahat dyan. Okay, finally, this pandemic will pass and we will be stronger. Knowledge of this doesn't make our anxieties go away, but it does allow us to manage it. Mental health management will not take away all the waves, but will help you surf through the waves. It's okay not to be okay during a crisis. But, di pa tayo tapos. When are we going to seek for professional help? We're going to seek for a professional help when it starts or anxiety starts to affect our ability to cope, our ability to go through our normal activities or daily living, or it affects our interaction with the world around us in an appropriate way. Okay, kailan natin masasabi na serious yung ating anxiety? Okay? When anxiety is seriously interfering with your ability to function at work, with your family, and social life, when anxiety causes you to harm yourself, and others, it would be a good idea to consult already a mental health professional. And if that happens, you may contact the National Mental Health Crisis Hotline 0917-899-8727 or a psychiatrist, Dr. Rina Bukirin, 0995-235-7174. Remember, control anxiety. Do not let anxiety control you. I hope you learned a lot this morning from me. Don't forget the strength I gave you. Thank you.